All right, what's up, everybody? It's the Broadway Vic. You already know. I'm always looking for a gem. I'm always looking for a treasure. I'm always looking for what's new, what's happening in mobile gaming, and I think I got myself a gem here, a treasure. This game is called Magic Research 2. I launched it. I've been playing it. I'm hooked. It's a it's they call it an idle game. I'm not sure that it is because you can still play it pretty actively. But this game has its hooks synced into me. I'm playing. I'm in. So we're actually just gonna take a quick look, quick overview of the game. It's text based. It's a text based RPG. You play as a wizard who's looking to make the Philosopher's Stone, and you go on these adventures. You're researching, you're studying magic, you're looking like what can work for you, what's not gonna work. All right, so we're not gonna go into my game. We're actually gonna play a brand new game, and like I said, it's text heavy. All right, it's a text game. There's no music, no sound effects. It's just you, your imagination, and when you're fighting, you actually do get some images there. So, I mean, but again, that's beside the point. So look, welcome to Magic Research 2. In Magic Research 2, you are a rookie wizard with a single ambition to find or create the Philosopher's Stone, a legendary magical item that is said to be able to cure any illness. And you do so, as you do so, jeez, I need glasses. You will learn more than you ever imagined about magic and about the world around you. What kinds of adventures await you? Before starting your story, you will need to choose the primary element. While you will need to utilize every element at your disposal to succeed, choosing an element as a primary will make it easier to become proficient in that element. It might allow you to access some specific content related to that element. So in my main game, in my actual game, I chose water. Let's choose something a boring person would choose. So we'll choose Earth. You've selected Earth. Earth is defensive and strongly protective. It specializes in storages, which allow you to hold more resources at a time. So we're gonna go classic. Classic did the main difference between classic and modern. I'll just click on both of them so you can pause if you want to just read it. But classic is more of a laid back style. Modern is, it changes the gameplay slightly. You gotta like think it through a little bit more. But we're gonna go with classic. We're gonna start the game. All right. So the UI, very simple, very simple. All right. And what I love about this game is it introduces all the systems very slowly. It puts the little carrot on a string right in front of your face. You start moving towards it. You start chasing that feeling. So at the bottom of the screen, you'll see that there's a current goal, and that current goal is to gather more mana. So I'm just gonna tap this button that says gather mana. As you can see, the mana bar goes up. All right. Power magic. It hasn't been very long since you completed your magical studies, but you still feel like you barely learned anything. But even among the little things you did learn, you remember. After gathering mana, you are supposed to use it to channel it into elemental essences. You've gained the ability to channel elemental essences. You can do so from the home screen or from the spell menu. Here's a tip. You can view this event and other events by pressing on the notification bell at the top right corner of the screen. So this will go away when you hit that X button, but you can always refer back to it by hitting that little bell on the top right. You're gonna see a list of different missions, objectives. They're all gonna populate the screen right here, so you always know what you're doing. You're not ever actually lost in this game. You always have a goal. They make it really clear what the goal is. So now my current goal, the bottom of the screen again, is channel water and air essence. So we're gonna channel some water. So you can see it takes some mana, so we're just going to gather some more. Right now we're just tapping on the screen. But, of course, before you guys get a little crazy on me, obviously, this game is going to introduce different systems so you can automate this. And we're going to get there shortly. I'm just tapping away like a madman. All right, so we're going to continue to channel water and air essence, so we're just do water for now. Water. You see this little water symbol at the bottom. We're just gonna gather some more mana. You can actually just tap as fast as you want and you'll gather the mana. So that way you're not just tapping once. Alright, and what is it? Water and air. Alright, mana spouts. You are already pretty tired of gathering mana on your own. Luckily, you remember something else from your studies. Neat little objects that automatically generate it. And you also recall how to make them. You can now build mana spouts. So, again, you're really going to be looking at this menu a lot. It's pretty much your main hub in the game. If you feel like it's a lot, like you can expand pretty much everything here, which was what I'm doing now. And if you feel like it's too much, obviously there's a little arrow right next to the actions. Just click on that, click on that, click on that, and that'll clear up the screen. That way, if you really just want to focus on channeling, you can just click that arrow again. I'm a de-expand. I don't know what the antonym to expand is. I'm not gonna remember. I'm sorry. But you want to build a mana spout, right? So we'll get rid of that menu. Mana spout is a small piece of furniture that automatically produces mana. Key for any wizard. We'll get it started. Alright. So it seems right here we need more air essence. So we're actually going to channel some air. Alright, we should have enough now. We can build that mana spout. Actually, we already built it. I don't even know why I'm bugging. But we already built it. As you can see at the bottom of the screen now, it says +1. So you get 1 mana a second now. So we have a new current goal, channel Earth Essence. So we're just going to do that. Boom. With a more stable mana income, you feel a little relieved. It is one less problem off your hands. However, your reserves are still not very large. It would be great if you could cast more powerful spells, but that requires more mana. You remember your basic lessons that spoke of earthen shards that could increase this capacity, which can also be easily built. You need to try that. You can now build mana shards. Alright, so again, we're going to go to mana. You see mana shards down there, a small furniture that allows you to accumulate more mana to cast more powerful spells. So it says we need 40 earth and 20 water. It looks like we have enough to build it out. So mana shards just increase your maximum mana capacity. Now instead of 100 we have 200, still gathering 1 mana a second. So actually, you know what? We're actually going to build more mana spout. Now we're going to get 2 mana a second. Y'all, I'm telling you, man, I don't know what it is about this game. This game is just working for me, man. This game is just working for me. There's also, again, I've yet to hear a sound effect in this game. I don't think that there are. But I'm going to have music played in the background. Alright, so current goals fill up your essence storage, which pretty much just means gather the would you be channeling magic. With more mana reserves, you have managed to stockpile some elemental essence. You think of saving some room in your home for magical storage furniture so you can stockpile even more. You briefly ask yourself, why would you even want more? But you rid yourself of that thought. With this much essence, the magical power you have is still very limited. You will surely need to accumulate more. You can now build essence storages, which allow you to hold more elemental essence at once, which means that I can just hold more fire, earth, water, air. And it's going to be under right here, the storage. Just click it off. This is a magical storage that allows you to accumulate more elemental essence. So we need 60 earth with instead of just channeling and clicking on earth by itself, what you can actually do is you hit channel and build, and it'll pretty much just do everything that it needs to do, gather all the resources that it needs to gather. And you can see now we have 900 of each elemental essence. So we'll just let that mana get gathered right there. I'm going to channel fire essence. Channeling catalyst, you are slowly feeling like you are beginning to master channeling, but something bothers you. You get so little essence for your efforts. Once more, You recall the words of your teachers at your school. A strong, capable wizard has an elaborate home full of magical furniture. You remember one more such piece of furniture, Essence Catalyst, which use fire to improve channeling efficiency. You contemplate giving that a try. You can now build Essence Catalyst. So Essence Catalyst pretty much just means that you get more of the element when you channel it. So just do that. We're low on mana, which is gather. You can actually just hold down. You can just hold down on gather mana and it'll speed up the gathering mana process there. I wonder if you can hear that cricket in the background. It's driving me insane. So we're just going to max out the mana and then we are going to channel and build this Essence Catalyst. You must keep learning. The Essence Catalyst is up and running. You feel a little proud of it. You notice right away that your channeling spells have become stronger. They are bulky, but you feel it's key to have as many as possible of them. They make getting Essence so much easier and their effect stacks with each other. Now that you are starting to put what you were meant to have learned from the school into practice, you realize that there's just so much you don't know. You wish you had paid more attention, but at the very least, now that you are starting to see its application, you feel like it would be worthwhile to spend some effort studying it. You never like studying, but you finally understand. You even feel like calling yourself a magic researcher. You laugh a little at your own thoughts. Why not? You can now study the various elements. Studying earns you experience in the elements, which eventually increases their level, unlocking new spells. You can study from the study screen. So at the bottom where you see the mana, you can actually scroll across at the bottom there to see various things that you can do. So we'll click on study. You can always go back home to see what your goal is. Study your primary element and level it up to level 2 while continuing to build it home. So we'll click on study. We are going to study Earth. Boom. We'll let this little bar fill itself out. So you can actually look at the stats here too. There's a couple little things you can do, man. Look at this. So this is what it's saying. Oh. You stumble upon a traveling merchant who demands your attention. Hello there, you look like a wizard of some renown. I have a deal for you. I have this Book of Earth that I've come across, and it seems like it could be perfect for you. You're certain to get a nice proficiency boost with it. It's worth every coin. What do you say? Interested? You ponder whether the steep price might be worthwhile. Maybe later. So you see, it says we could buy the book. That's going to cost 8,549 coins, which we definitely do not have. So we'll click maybe later. And again, once we have enough coin, we can just click on that bell and it's going to be there just waiting for you. It's going to be an ongoing mission. So you see now we have finished, and these are the missions that we've already done. You can click on them, you can read through them if you feel like you missed something. So this game does a great job of always making sure that you're not lost. You can always refer back to any texts that are popping up for the most part. So study your primary element, level it up to 2 while continuing to build your home. All right. So we're just so again, it's an idle game, but it's still very active. So actually, I just wanted to show you. That's just the introduction. There's so much that you can do in this game. You can go out. You see this screen's like half of the things that I have in my real game. Actually, I'm going to go to my game now, actually, which I don't know how to. Oh. Switch save files. There you go. How easy is that? So, we're going to go to slot 1, 5%. My primary element is water. We're going to load the game. So, because it's an idle game, when you're not playing, you get these timepieces. So you see on the screen you obtain 4,782 timepieces, which means it pretty much just speeds the game up. So I'm gonna go to my home here, and you see the options start really expanding. So here you see speed up time, and you can set the game speed at normal. You can go at 2 times speed, 5 times speed. I have 2,700 mana, and at the bottom of the screen, you see that we have a couple of more things. We still have that fire, earth, water, air, but we also have coins now. We have Monsterium, something, and then we have our 7,776 timepieces. So timepieces you can do, again, you can use it to speed up the game, but you can also use them for various other things. So you can use timepieces to warp. Use your timepieces to warp time, affecting every aspect of the game. You can warp time forward by 10 minutes in real world. You can use timepieces to study. Use your timepieces to fast forward studying. Instantly obtain 25 minutes of real world time of study by using 3,000 timepieces. So we're actually going to go to the study, and you can see here, this is what we're studying. We're studying all the elements right now. You can see my water is a level 17, fire 13, earth 13, air 12. I have some researchers here that are helping me make sure that I'm always leveling up my magical prowess. So you can actually expand this, and it says right there, to next level we need 97,000 experience points. That's going to be about 3 hours, 23 minutes, and 9 seconds. But using timepieces, we'll go forward some. Me personally, I always use timepieces for the study. Anything that's left over, I use it to speed up the time, gather mana, channel some elements, just gather additional resources. But we're actually going to show you how the combat in this game works. So you see on this menu here, you have, again, different options: home, study, inventory, transmute, wizards, which essentially is just the way the game automates itself, right? So actually I'll click on wizards real quick. So I have all my wizards paused because I have too many things going on, and if I unpause it, it's going to use up all my mana. It's just not efficient. Again, so you get wizards who help you around essentially the house, right? They help you around the house. They help you automatically cast spells. They help you automatically channel elements. You can save multiple different strategies. Right now I'm pausing everything, like I said, because I am not efficient at the moment. So you see there at the bottom of the screen, you see wizards remaining. I'm using 10 out of 14 right now. But again, wizards are just the way the game automates a lot of different systems, so that way you're always doing something. But now we're going to go into the combat, which is just exploration. Again, the beauty in this game is in its simplicity. All right, look. So this is what the screen looks like. All right, this is the combat screen. when I show Lightman, he almost punched me in the face when I showed him the screen. But you can see it's the combat, because I have it to automatically start. I'm automatically exploring from the moment I launch. You see it says there 9:39 p.m. That's when I start essentially exploring. So right now we're fighting a slime. What we'll do, actually, we're going to fight a boss. So I click on fight boss on the right side of the screen. You see it there. And then boom, we have this animated snowman. Spells. We have longevity, which essentially doubles our health here. And then again, so this game, you can get pretty active in it. We'll use fireball. So you see on fireball, I was about to show my phone to someone who's not even standing here. So you see fireball, there's an A there. I'm assuming the A is just for automated. So every certain amount of seconds, the fireball is going to automatically get casted. But because my wizards are all paused, that's not going to happen right now. It's just letting you know that you do have the option to automate it if you want to. It's a boss, but I already beat this guy a bunch of times, so this dude is not a problem at all. Bro is not a problem. Same thing. So we can look at the items. We have potions. We have regenerative potions, vials rather, not vitals, vials. Spells, again, depends on your level of element. You have different spells. So Seer, for example, burns the enemy for a prolonged period of time, lowering their defenses, plus it tells you the damage range. Earth, I mean, if you're Earth, you're just gonna use stone skin anyway. Harden your skin, raises your defense. Water, that's my main element. I use splash all the time. It's just That's like a 2-second cooldown, so I'm always using that to destroy enemies pretty fast. Air, what do I use in air? I use haste and I use air blast. But again, something cool about the game is that you actually have a quick bar on the far right there, and that shows essentially you're just putting all the spells that you use the most here. Again, I always use longevity because it doubles your health for, whatever that was, 70 seconds. It also tells you any sort of, buffs, debuffs that are happening on the right side here. So if I use Stone Skin, it's going to say my defense is up for 60 seconds. My Potion of Vitality is being used currently, so I'm regaining health at the moment. Droplet of Healing. Obviously, droplet of healings is exactly what it sounds like. It's just heal yourself. And then here we have Splash, Fireball, Air Blast, kill that guy. Then actually, you can leave and just have it, just going on in the background. Oh look, studying. Your fire level is now level 14. I can make copper tomahawks. Elemental Gathering, you stumble upon an incredible cache of water. It'll take a little time, but there's so much of it that it'll fill your storages. You will obtain plus 2,250 waters per second for the next 5 minutes. So little things like this pop up in a game. Just little events, whether it's automatically selling your inventory at a higher price. You can transmute. Transmutation, that's essentially crafting some items. So you use transmute. For example, we'll click on this bastard sword, and right here at the bottom right, you're gonna see everything that you need to create that bastard sword. Right now, I'm currently working on my way to get an Elder Wizard's robe. I need cotton. I don't know how to get cotton. I feel like I know how to, but I'm not gonna say it because we are in a politically correct world now. And so again, this is my home. So you can see the big difference between the home from the game that we started versus what's going on here. If I expand everything, you see that this game really just expands the amount of things that you can do by a lot. So it's always good to keep everything compact, keep everything organized so that way you don't feel overwhelmed. But again, the game does a really great job of introducing you to the different systems. Right now, my current goal is to explore the sewer entrance. I can look at my past missions. So you see my past missions here. Again, I'm 5% into the game. Not much completed, but again, the writing is solid. The gameplay loop is really good. I cannot recommend this game enough. It's $4.69 when I bought it. I think everyone should get this game. Like there's literally nothing wrong with the game. No, I'm just kidding, because people are gonna tell me everything that's wrong with the game. But again, if you're someone that just needs to scratch an itch every now and then, if you want to just hop into a game for a couple of minutes, gather some resources, kill some monsters, go mobbing. If you want to, just study, see what's going on, you can. This game does that, dude. I was at work, and my brain was just lighting up. It was just lighting up. This game is awesome. Again, there's no music. There's just really. It's a text-based game. It's a text-based game. Like what more can you possibly ask? It's got a great system. It's got great progression. It feels really fun to play. I can't recommend this game enough. That's the Broadway Vic introducing you to a mobile gem. And listen, you guys already know. The Broadway Vic, Mr. Lightman, Studio 149. Forever, baby. I will catch you guys in the next video when I find another mobile gem for you guys to play. Support this game. I'm saying that right now, hopefully, because I think it's developed by one person. Hopefully that guy is not a piece of crap. So that goes without saying. If he turns out to be like this jerk, I will update the video and tell you to not buy it. But until then, we'll see you on the next video. Take it easy.